Due to the expiring of the former action plan on nutrition and dietetics, the Ministry of Health held a consultative forum with stakeholders to draft the Kenyan Nutrition Action Plan for the period 2018 to 2023. KNAP targets to reduce the prevalence of stunting among children under 5 years by 40%, as well as to increase the rate of exclusive breastfeeding in the first 6 months by 20% and above. Malnutrition in Africa as a whole and in Kenya in particular, however, remains a huge public health burden. The United Nations International Children's Emergency Fund estimated in 2013 that chronic child malnutrition cost African countries a staggering $25 billion a year in loss of productivity and health. The Human Nutrition and Dietetics Unit is within the Division of Family Health in the Ministry of Health, and from 2013 to 2017, by the National Nutrition Action Plan, NAP provided a framework for coordinated implementation of high-impact nutrition intervention by government and nutrition stakeholders for maximum impacts. The Kenya Pediatrics Association estimates that 26%, which is 7 million children under the age of 5, have stunted growth. This is higher than other African countries such as Ghana, where the proportion of stunted children is 19%.
The current nutrition status of the country shows that we are not doing very well because currently when we measure the malnutrition in terms of the children under 5 years, the prevalence of stunting, which is that the children are short for their age, we are having 26% of the children being stunted. We are also having 11% of children under 5 years who are underweight, meaning that their weight for age is low. And now we are having 4% of the children who are wasted. What does that mean? What it means, especially for the prevalence of stunting, is that these children, when they grow up, they will not reach their potentials in terms of physical growth and in terms of their intellectual capacity.
Malnutrition posts a barrier on achieving the country's developmental agenda and a major threat to the attainment of universal health care, one of the big four agenda by the government.
When especially the workforce is malnourished, it means the level of productivity goes down, and consequently this in the long run will affect the economic development of the country. And a study done by the World Bank, it found that for every dollar invested in what we call high-impact nutrition intervention, it yields a return of $22. And when you look at the loss that especially African countries are making because of malnutrition, we are losing between 3 to 16% of the gross domestic product.
With Kenyan Nutritionists and Dietitians Institute in place, which was established by the Nutritionists and Dietitians Act No. 18 of 2007, the onus are on them to comprehensively deal with the emerging nutrition challenges that exist. The high burden of malnutrition in Kenya is not only a threat in achieving the Sustainable Development Goals, Universal Healthcare Coverage Plan under the Big Four Agenda and Vision 2030, but also it's a clear indication of inadequate realization of human rights. Reporting for BrandPlus TV, I am John Wambugu.